finals, but next time.
Maybe next time, maybe.
Right, and we are off.
Small battlefield.
So yeah, Nexie is charging. She is want to do, and she retreats to the ledge again as she kind of want to. The issue here now is that you don't want to be on the ledge against Richter. You really do not want to be on the ledge against Richter, and Lexi really likes the ledge, so that's a bit of a dilemma.
I feel like she's really struggling now because she's very getting pressured to the corner. That's where Kuzuha thrives, just sending people to the corner and the ledge, and
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and the Richter is really good at ledge trapping. It's like
yeah, Nexie definitely needs to do some adjustment here because again, Nexie's game plan this entire time has been retreat to ledge and kind of camp out there. That's not gonna work at Richter. You don't want to be on ledge against Richter. That's where you die. And,
yeah.
Again, normally she isn't contested hanging on the ledge, she can sort of do that free. But now she has to fight her way off the ledge every single time she goes there now. You see there, she goes to the ledge, that's where she's comfortable, but she has to fight to get back on stage now because there's Richter. And if she doesn't jump off, like she normally just hangs there, she will eat Richter's specials.
Yeah, the way I think she needs to play this matchup is a way she's not comfortable with, being like a little bit more rushed down and have to approach more. But now she has a very good situation. Now she just kind of accidentally gave it away, being a little bit too
a little bit too committal there. And again, yeah, she needs to make that adaptation going in here a bit more. She is keeping up in that terms of damage because she is finding good openings, and again, Wii Fit with Deep Ring just has insane damage output. But she doesn't have a DI for that. That's good. Kuzuha going deep, trying to get a kill there. Ooh.
Yeah, Nexie has to play very patient to get these specific openings, and she does pretty good at ledge trapping Kuzuha as well.
You know, she has an excellent. Her technical skills and capabilities are excellent. It's just that she does need to do that adaptation and going in. It doesn't seem like she's doing it now.
Yeah.
Backs off a little bit more, but doesn't go to ledge. Right as I say that, she does go to ledge though, and she will be caught by special. That's just the nature of playing against Richter.
Yeah, she kind of needs to understand that she needs to make a different playstyle against Kuzuha specifically, just because of the matchup is very uncomfortable for her. So that's just something that she needs to change with, but if she doesn't, she will struggle very much in this
We saw that against, when she played against Whoopi too, that hang on ledge there, Whoopi just hung back and just F-tilted, and Kuzuha is going to do the same thing. She's going to hang back, she's going to F-tilt, she's going to throw out aerials, and if you don't do that, unlike what Whoopi couldn't do, which is just kill her straight up from ledge, Kuzuha is just going to throw out an axe or some holy water, and that will kill.
Just get that grab. And Kuzuha is throwing out very safe moves when she's out the ledge, so next you have to play just... I feel like she needs to play more grounded because she's getting hit by too many forward airs, and just be very patient and more in the shield. But she also have to be more aggressive at the same time.
So Nexie is in the lead right now. Again, Wii Fit does insane amounts of damage, and when she gets in, she does get a damage. So it's going to be... Right now, I think it's going to be a battle of if Nexie is going to adapt at all to Kuzuha's playstyle. Because Kuzuha is going to get used to Wii Fit aerials and Wii Fit approaches sooner or later. And when that shutdown happens, Nexie needs to have another game plan to just hanging back.
Yeah, Nexie is getting it more even now, and she's very you notice that she wins, but it's when she's not at the ledge, and when she goes back, she's like very struggling and have a very hard time dealing with what Kuzuha is doing.
You know, like the longer this match progresses, the more it's going to be in Kuzuha's favor, because Kuzuha is going to get used to Wii Fit's movement and moves, whilst Nexie is still going to go to ledge if he doesn't adapt to that. So
yeah, and since Nexie plays in a very comfortable situation of being the ledge, but Kuzuha's character just is very good against it, so she has to just change it up to do better. And we see that Kuzuha is adapting to the playstyle and doing pretty well to get back the game.
You know, as annoying as it can be, some characters in some matchups you just have to play differently, which is, you know, why a lot of people have different characters. Nexie is still doing a very good job of keeping it even despite hanging back at the ledge. But again, she's taking a lot of unnecessary percent for it. She could just easily not take those percent.
Yeah, I feel like she's jumping a little bit too much when she's off ledge and getting hit by it, and a little bit too impatient when she's on ledge or when she's trying to approach Kuzuha, which is very bad against Richter, especially because you can just get hit by everything.
So yeah, no, Nexie definitely not playing bad, but again, she's eating more percent than she needs to do just because she chooses to go to ledge. Kuzuha with a rather interesting covering there of up smash, probably a misinput.
But now it's almost even, but Kuzuha has her in the ledge, which could be very dangerous for her, but...
You know, again, Kuzuha is going to really take advantage of Nexie just not taking stage control. Richter is thriving here now. And again, if Nexie just stayed on stage, she wouldn't take half of this percent, which...
yeah, and she has really a lot of downloads on how to play against her. Like that down smash was really good because it covered a lot of options that Nexie usually does.
And yeah, Kuzuha's just gonna run up and grab. Nexie gets up and shields because she can't do much else against Richter. You kind of have to do that.
Yeah, and I feel like she's respecting Kuzuha a little bit too much.
You know, so the issue here now is like, again, she puts herself on the ledge right now, and yeah.
Yeah, now she's... Yeah,
if she gets up neutrally, she eats, again, this is normal Richter stuff, she eats the holy water. If she jumps, she's getting sharked, and if she gets up shields, Kuzuha just runs up and grabs. And she's putting herself in those situations by just going to the ledge, and sometimes you kind of can't avoid those options usually against Richter, because sometimes you're going to be at ledge and going to eat percent. But Nexie is putting herself there on purpose. And it's not working out for her.
And I feel like this match, I don't know how this matchup is, but I feel like personal matchup, like she does bad against the specific playstyle that Kuzuha has,
yeah,
which is very more about the player than the character at the same time.
You know, again, Wii Fit is weak against ledge trapping because at least the type of Wii Fit we're seeing right now, because Wii Fit both online and in last we see at Nexie, when they do the ledge tank, they usually have the extra game of because if they can't deal with this, then that's usually an instant win. If they know how to deal with it, but you know, can't take too much along, so you can keep doing it, sort of like Nexie is doing now, or like she did against Saturday. Where Saturn doesn't know how to deal with ledge stuff like that, but it's still hard for him to do.
Yeah, and I think specifically with Bowser that Bowser has less options to do with specifically what Wii Fit does, but Richter has way more tools and way better disjoints. Like what we saw with Whoopi, he just used this F tilt and she didn't really know how to do a lot. He was kind of like in her head and doing a lot of reads and ledge trapping, and she was very struggling because she was too defensive against the zoning, and I feel like she's very defensive right now, and
yeah, exactly.
She can't. And I can understand her point because when you play against Richter, it's very scary being at the ledge because it feels like Richter has a lot of options, but there's a lot of holes that you just don't notice it, and I feel like Nexie is not noticing a lot of holes. You know, from the ledge trapping. That's the
actually saying that's the biggest issue. Is you don't want to be on the ledge against Richter because it's scary. But when you put yourself down there on purpose, it's kind of, what else are you supposed to do then?
Yeah, like putting yourself purposely on the ledge too many times is very dangerous.
That was a good,
very good game by Nexie.
Yeah, you just kind of need to go in.
Yeah.
Pressure Kuzuha, at least challenge Kuzuha, so Kuzuha can't feel comfortable running in for free. Because Kuzuha gets to now run up and grab for free whenever Nexie is shielding.
Yeah, like she gives stage position a little bit too often, and when she doesn't, she does actually pretty good against Kuzuha, but when she does, you just see that she just takes too many percents and almost loses that stock.
Ooh, like, that was not good.
That DI was very bad.
Yeah, because the biggest issue right now is that she could keep the place that she has of hanging on the edge. It might even work. The issue is, since she's not challenging at all, Kuzuha gets to set up and then approach with tilts, approach with grabs, etc. all for free. There's no challenge at all. She just kind of runs in and does her thing, and then it's only a matter of time before Nexie is knocked off and has to keep getting back from the ledge.
Yeah, because I think Nexie would be doing way better. Just play that aggressive and have just different playstyle, and I would feel like that's way more in her favor because she's putting advantage and not giving it to Kuzuha.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, it's not that she's playing bad. It's just that like she's putting herself in a position where she's at a disadvantage, but like without having to.
Oh, she's doing pretty good now. She's getting in, and now she's in the center, so I feel
Ooh, good catch. Kuzuha probably meant, I don't know if Kuzuha meant to land on the platform or if she tried to mix her up, but she just went for that smash, caught her, and yeah, now she's going in on, you see she gets a lot of damage going in on Richter, but then she backs off again, and now it's just trading.
Yeah, because when you see when she's in center, she will just like she did like a 60% combo on Kuzuha, just being just having solid neutral.
Good catch by Kuzuha. So yeah, again, Wii Fit is gonna do those 60% on Richter either way. It doesn't matter sort of where she is. The issue is that when she's on center stage, she
I feel like
just ran up and did it,
Ooh,
and that's gonna be
that's
that.
really good. I feel like what I saw from her was that she did fully charge neutral B and hit her cross. I feel like she should do that more in the sets. I feel like she would punish Kuzuha a lot more.
I feel like still the main issue is like your Wii Fit, right? You're gonna trade and you're gonna give that damage anyway. But if you do it in mid stage, you're the only one who gives away damage. Whilst if you do it on ledge, you just trade damage, and then she's keeping it a lot more even than it has to be.
Yeah.
Just push on Kuzuha more, and Kuzuha just has to respect you at some point.
Because she's giving Kuzuha time to pressure her,
Yeah.
but she should pressure her more, because Richter doesn't really do good against pressure. And this sort of character that's very poor themselves when they're at the ledge or off stage.
Yeah, no. There's only so many times like we can repeat ourselves. It's long story short, get off the ledge, push Richter more, and you see it. Nexie is a good player. Like when she gets in, the damage is getting dealt, and she does find those openings and gets those edge guards. It's just that get off the ledge, push on Kuzuha more. And,
Yeah.
she'd probably do a lot better, and it wouldn't be as even.
But my main thing is that I feel like she should do more fully charged neutral B when she knows she's gonna side B, because she could, like what we saw there, she could really punish what Kuzuha is doing.
I mean, yes and no. I feel like what you're saying is definitely true in terms of punishing the side B. Just feel like she doesn't have that time because she's going to the ledge, right?
Yeah.
She has to deal with, if she wasn't in the center of the stage, she would have had time to do that, but now she's on the ledge and she has to deal with 3 different projectiles at a time, and she doesn't have time to charge and set up. And even when she doesn't have too many movement options, so she just kind of has to go for it.
Yeah, now she got a little bit too comfortable off stage. I feel like she could have gotten the kill if she was a little bit more patient or didn't get too hungry for the kill. But as we see, it's still even, but it's being at the ledge is still scary. Getting the deep read.
You know, if you talk more about Kuzuha for a second there, it's like Kuzuha's doing her stuff, right? She's ledge dropping, she's doing everything right. She just needs more experience against Wii Fit, it seems, because she's choosing a lot of weird options when Wii Fit is doing Wii Fit stuff. Like when Wii Fit comes in with an aerial, she doesn't know what's safe, and she doesn't know what to punish. She's getting better at catching it. As you can see, she's getting a handle on it. I don't feel like Kuzuha is doing too much wrong in the matchup, just like she needs more experience with it.
Yeah, because I feel like they're both very inexperienced and respect too much of their moves.
Oh, that was an SD.
Yeah, that was not good. But I feel like they're both too respectful of what the opponent does, and that's very good neutral B. Like I feel like that's just something she should do way more, and the note is that it's like very good against Kuzuha.
You know, now she's going more in. Now she's actually going in. And now Kuzuha has a lot more pressure on her.
Yeah, I feel like she's struggling also with punishing Kuzuha's shield, because I think she's targeting too much of the shield and challenging it, and then she just gets upbeat like there. So she should. I feel like if she baits out, the upbeat's like very good.
You know, see now it isn't a lot, but you see how much more options in the approach and what she can do she gets when she just goes a little bit closer to Kuzuha. Like she's not exactly that. She isn't even mid stage. She's just getting closer.
Yeah.
And now she's getting in. Kuzuha's getting pushed around more, and you see that right now she did SD, so you know Kuzuha still has the lead, but
That was very nice by Nexie.
good catch.
Yeah, I feel like she's also very safe options, which is very good because she catches most options and doesn't really punish a lot. But I feel like she's struggling too much by challenging the shield now. She's getting too many upbeats out of the shield.
I mean, that's almost to the respect, right? Because I think she's finally realized that her game plan isn't really working, so she's approaching. The issue now is that this is the first time she's properly approaching, so she is going to eat a lot of up air, she's going to eat a lot of tails because she isn't familiar with what Richter does out of shield.
Yeah, I feel like if after this game she will probably notice more about her shield habits and stuff, so...
Yeah, no, that's what I was sort of talking about when she was playing against Whoopi, right? If she had used the second game to go aggressive, she would have known a bit more about what would work, what would not.
Yeah, it would be just way easier to adapt.
Yeah, no, so the quicker you try to do that adaptation just to see if it works, that's gonna... Oh, that didn't kill him.
That would.
I feel like deep reading.
Oh, She was a little bit too greedy, but she almost got it. But sadly, she is in a very dangerous position. Ooh.
Didn't commit fully to going either way, so then she caught the half in there. Just re-tilt, good down smash.
Ooh.
That was probably...
Yeah, that down smash sends in a very weird angle. And for characters with poor recoveries, I feel like it's very good against characters with poor recoveries like Richter.
Yeah, no, that specific angle, like it's the same like Ganondorf tilt sense and Kazuya sense. It's like, if you don't have a good horizontal recovery, you're just dead.
Yeah.
Ooh. Good one by Kuzuha.
Now, I would be very scared for Nexie if I was her.
And Kuzuha just doing late trapping stuff. I don't think there's much Nexie is doing wrong right now. It's just that Kuzuha is good at late trapping. Richter does that sort of for you, and Kuzuha is good at abusing those options.
Yeah, and she has like crazy disjoints and those very safe options, so it's like very hard for Nexie because she's getting pressured by every option with holy water and forward air. Like it's very stressful for her. But it seems like she is getting more comfortable now, and ooh, now she's at the ledge again.
Ooh, drifted out after air dodge.
Yeah, and also she's been hitting a little bit too much by the axis, and it feels very scary. She's getting a lot of... Ooh, yeah, she should just know. I think she's gonna notice next game that she's been hit a little bit too many times for up after shield. Maybe should grab or baited.
Ooh, yeah, no, that's just gonna kill. Hello, Whip. Hello, Richter.
Yeah, Kuzuha's played very well. She kind of knows what she's doing against Nexie, and she's very comfortable, it seems like.
You know, this is probably Kuzuha's dream matchup in terms of type of playstyle, just because Kuzuha loves ledge trapping. Kuzuha is good at ledge trapping. Richter makes ledge trapping easy, so she just goes whip whip and...
Like, one of the best things that, like, why Richter could be a very good character is because of his ledge trapping is very scary and has a lot of options to just cover a lot of ledge options, and Nexie is just giving a lot of those options to Kuzuha, and it's very scary for her. Back to PS2, it seems like.
it. Oh yeah, no, this is Lucius Semi, so there's no other games.
Yeah, and the winner will play against Frisky Sisson, so Kuzuha could get her rematch against Frisky. Or Nexie will probably get just a new player.
Ooh. See. Ledge trap.
Yeah, now she's at the ledge again. It looks just so uncomfortable.
Yeah, there's not much more to say about this matchup for now. It's just like she needs to learn to get off the ledge and.
Yeah, and like look at that deep breathing, just getting this amount of damage from basically doing so few combos. Deep breathing is so good.
Yeah. Kuzuha is doing Kuzuha stuff. She is ledge trapping. Nexie is doing Nexie stuff. She's hanging at the ledge.
Yeah.
That seems to be the matchup for now. Nexie sitting about 4% now. Again, Kuzuha is adapting more and more. The longer this goes on, the more in advantage Kuzuha thinks this is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you should. Yeah, that's very
Kuzuha's
good to get caught up in.
Kuzuha's only gonna get more and more familiar with the timings and moves of refit as time goes on. Whilst Nexie is not gonna get more and more. She's gonna get more and more used to ledge trapping by Richter, but that's not gonna help her to avoid really. Yeah. You're still gonna get ledge trap by Richter if you go to the ledge.
Yeah, because I feel like Kuzuha doesn't need to adapt too much because having advantage too many times is like too scary, and she just covers everything. So I feel like Nexie just needs to get out her comfort zone. That's how she can win this game. And just get out your comfort zone and go rush.
How good the Kuzuha is and on the world scale, I wouldn't know, but I'm pretty certain like if we pitted Kuzuha against top players and all the top players were allowed to do was go to the ledge, pretty sure Kuzuha would have a fair chance of winning, because yeah, no, you don't go to the ledge against a ledge trapper.
Yeah, and Kuzuha's playing really well. Cool. almost getting that.
This is just risking dying a lot just by going to ledge, and it's like it's working out for her, which is probably why she isn't changing the game plan too much, because she isn't getting too hard charges for it, but she is losing. It's that simple.
And what I've seen is that Kuzuha is just playing, just using safe moves that doesn't kill instantly, but she racks up percent, and then Nexie just gets some deep breathing and get like 80% from like one string. But it looks like she's struggling too much, and she could get a comeback, but it feels like it's very difficult for her right now in the situation.
Yeah, now Kuzuha has gotten the download now in terms of what moves to do and what to do, and yeah, that's gonna be it. That is a clean game by Kuzuha. That's very good adaptation from Kuzuha. Next is still playing really well there.
Yeah,
still lacking the option to get off the ledge, but she did have some adaptation in the middle there.